Welcome to the Daily Dose of Heath. It is time for this week's Survivor review and preview. Last week we saw JT voted out. JT had the idea that the heroes would give their hidden immunity idol to Russell, who was supposed to use it to get Poverty voted out. That didn't happen, and at the last tribal council we saw what was going to be a split vote. At the time we had 5 heroes, 5 villains, and there was a lot of conversation about who the heroes were going to vote for to try to throw the villains off and to test Russell's loyalty and who he voted for. The villains targeted JT as being the one to vote out, and the heroes were going to vote for Jerry and see if number one, Russell voted for Jerry, but also they thought that Poverty was going to play an idol, a hidden immunity idol. So anyway, Poverty pulls one of the great moves of all time. At Tribal Council, Russell had given her the immunity idol from the heroes because he didn't know she had her own. So we're getting ready for the vote, and Poverty knows, her strong alliance is Danielle and Russell. So what does Poverty do? She gives both idols. She gives one to Sandra, she gives one to Jerry, because she's thinking that either one of those is going to be targeted by the vote. Okay? Because the heroes know Russell have an idol, and they're trying to throw everybody off by not voting for Poverty. Poverty gives Jerry an idol, gives Sandra an idol, and sure enough, Jerry is saved from elimination. What does that mean? That means if Poverty makes it to the end, she has now earned 2 jury votes. There is no way that either one of those guys could not vote for her because of what she did, especially Jerry, because she saved Jerry, and in a sense, now the tide has completely turned as the villains now outnumber the heroes 5-4. Another thing to think about too is when you get to the jury, there will be more villains on the jury than heroes, and at least I think that's right. Because I already know all that stuff that's coming up. Anyway, just a quick rundown of who I think has a chance to win. Rupert? No. Rupert's a great personality, not that great a player. Colby, I think Colby's not glad he's out there. He's pretty lucky that he's made it this far. Amanda has a good game. She tried to run some stuff with Poverty last week. But, again, and Candace, I just haven't seen a lot from her. Sandra plays, my respect for her is growing and growing and growing because she's not flashy. She's only gotten camera time really the last couple of weeks, but she plays a good game. Russell, again, plays a good game, but plays in a way that ticks people off. It cost him last season. May cost him again this season. Jerry almost got voted off last week. If not for Poverty giving her the idol, she would have been gone. Danielle, I just don't know about Danielle. I don't, she's kind of riding Poverty's coattails. Poverty is slowly going up that list of top players ever. Just good strategy moves, and she has a target on her back. She is for some reason probably one of the most hated, the most distrusted players ever, which makes what she's doing all the more impressive. So we'll see you next week, and that's your Survivor review and preview for this week.